Okay, so my next guest today is Jared Evans. He works for a company called Arch Systems. Nice to see you, Jared.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so Arch Systems is really became quite well known in this industry for handling a lot of the data for the big tier one companies. You're working with companies like Flex, Jabil, Plexus, just to name a few. So, what is it that actually makes Arch so special?
Yeah, so one thing, when we started, we very much focused on capturing data and getting data off of the plant floor. That's still very much in our DNA, but as we've matured and grown with our customers, we have a full platform now that allows you to see your global operations and whether you're running well at different plants, running poorly, and share best practices across all the plants. And it really comes down to when you actually get on the plant floor, enabling operators with tools that they can use to take better actions, make smarter decisions, and use that data in a constructive way.
I mean, that's really interesting that you can monitor these plants across different geographies. So, for example, I mean, if you've got a company that's using a certain line configuration here in the United States versus one in Malaysia, for example, where you've got a lot of high humidity, are you seeing a lot of changes because of the environment?
There's definitely those type of things, especially in quality issues, and some of our process insight tools can really hone in down to sort of individual areas on the board in terms of what's actually causing problems or where there's mispicks, misplacements, things like that. And we do see that different across different sites.
Yeah.
We also see a lot of similarities across sites where different sites are maybe not solving problems in the same way, and that's leading to inefficiencies. So that's also a nice part of our platform, is that you can start to take those best practices from one site to another, even if they're geographically dispersed.
Okay. Yeah. One of the areas that you are also working in is you're working in the back-end packaging side, because quite a few of your tier one companies have got clean rooms already installed into the factories, so they're doing back-end packaging. How do you approach that and get quality data out of the back-end packaging process?
Yeah, so expanding into the back end is a huge thing that we're working on, especially with our big pillar customers. And one thing that we find with that is that obviously there's a bigger variation of processes. So we work with data wherever it actually is already in the plant. So if that's off of a piece of equipment or off of a SCADA system, maybe that's already installed, or it's in an MES, we can go to all those different areas to get the full picture of the data and get that rich context that we need for some of our machine learning and more advanced algorithms.
Right. Okay. Excellent. So, do you get many requests for to use this data to try and hone their sustainability requirements?
It does seem to be something that's coming up more and more in discussions. I wouldn't say that we've had a customer that's driving that forward 100% yet. I think it's still very new in the industry to be driving a lot of those sort of sustainability programs using data and things like that. But we're very hopeful that we'll keep doing it. One of Arch's sort of founding tenets was about sustainability, about helping environment and social causes and things like that with our founders. So that's definitely something that we're excited to see our customers sort of moving forward with.
Yeah, I think it is getting more important. I mean, a lot of companies are making investment decisions based on the company's carbon footprint and their manufacturing practices. And so interesting. So what's next? What's coming down the pike for systems?
We're excited to keep growing in the SMT industry and expanding across the whole supply chain in SMT and electronics manufacturing. We're also moving into other areas of manufacturing too, doing more with injection molding and other industries that sort of are adjacent to electronics, like automotive, aerospace, things like that. We're also doing a lot more with partners. We just worked and started working with a new partner in India, NMtronics, that I think you know well. We were over at Productronica India. Really got to see an amazing sort of culture there of that growing electronics industry and sort of that end-to-end focus of building everything in India for the Indian market.
Make an India project.
Yeah, exactly. So we're really excited about that partnership, and we're excited about a number of other partnerships we have in the hopper as well.
Great. Well, it's certainly an expanding industry, and it's expanding by application. It's changing geographically, so lots of challenges out there. But you seem to be doing a pretty decent job so far. So, thank you for coming in and telling us, a little bit more about it today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. Okay.
The Arch FX manufacturing platform, processing over 1 trillion data points each month, bringing value to every level of your organization. That's manufacturing insights for tomorrow.